died together.
Right of Way, starring Bette Davis and Jimmy Stewart, two film legends together for the first time in this HBO premiere film. Here's how it happened.
Well, first of all, Mr. Leese, the author, sent it to me. I did not like it at all. And I just didn't want to play another sort of frumpy-looking person. And then I started thinking about it, and it is a very, very potent subject today. You can't stop us, Ruta.
All I want you to do is talk to someone. What have you got to lose?
You get out of here. Let us do as we wish. It is our right. Now leave us alone.
I had this script sent to me that Bette Davis has found and was already signed to do it. I couldn't read it fast enough to get to say yes. We know what we're doing. Doesn't that count for anything?
Yes, it does, Mr. Dwyer. It makes your crime a willful one.
Right of Way deals with a very sensitive adult subject, the right to die. Two-time Academy Award nominee Melinda Dillon co-stars with Bette Davis and Jimmy Stewart in Right of Way, which can be seen only on HBO starting November 21st. Now, here's something interesting. Bette Davis has never played her dream role.
For 25 years, I wanted to play Mary Lincoln. And I never could induce Warner Brothers to ever do a film about her. I wanted to start her many years ago as a young woman and take her right up to the end. That was something I really fought for that never worked out, and now it's much too late, much too late.
I lost a patient.
What happened?
A guy named George Bynum, who's all over the Daily News. Stabbed to death.
In Still of the Night, Roy Scheider plays a psychiatrist haunted by the pieces of a puzzle.
I really am in a lot of trouble.
What exactly was it that you were treating the deceased for?
I'm sorry, that's confidential information.
Meryl Streep fits in somewhere.
The guys at Forensic came up with a sort of a psychological portrait of the killer, and they think she'll try it again.
The detective had me in his office all afternoon. He must have told us something.
I think you're beginning to have a problem about her.
We're probably dealing with a woman who on the surface seems childlike and innocent, but underneath is capable of extreme violence.
Do you think I killed him?
No?
But you're not sure.
Watch out for Meryl Streep and Roy Scheider in Still of the Night, November 20th. You know, every time I bump into Pat Benatar, she says the same thing. She says, Dan, it's enough to get you nervous. Catch Pat Benatar, three-time Grammy Award winner, in her HBO-only concert November 5th. Hey now, I want to tell you about our sleepers this month. In November, there are 3 sleepers, really good movies that didn't get a lot of publicity when they came out, and you might overlook them unless I tell you what's so good about them. So wake up and look at sleeper number 1, The Last Unicorn.
I am the only unicorn there is. The last?
The voice sound familiar? Well, the creators of The Last Unicorn believe movie stars should be heard and not seen. So in this animated story of the last unicorn's struggle for survival, you'll be hearing the voices of Mia Farrow, Alan Arkin, Jeff Bridges, Angela Lansbury, and Robert Klein in the major roles.
How do you do?
And music by America.
In the shadow of the forest, though she may be old and worn, they will stare unbelieving at the last unicorn.
The Last Unicorn, November 20th on HBO. Meanwhile, back in the real world, the struggle to survive goes on. In sleeper number 2, Enigma.
What is it, a radio?
They called it the Enigma machine.
What's it got to do with me? Well, we want you to steal a real one and bring it back before December 25th.
Oh, penetrate the Iron Curtain and steal a top secret from the Soviets? You mean that's all?
Oh, come on. We've done more dangerous things than this.
Maybe you have.
We want to make you a proposition.
The Cold War doesn't get much chillier than this.
The fee we have in mind is $200,000.
Martin Sheen, Sam Neill, and Derek Jacobi star. The screenplay is by John Briley, Oscar-winning author of Gandhi. Enigma. It premieres on HBO November 5th. From East Germany during the Cold War, sleeper number 3 takes us to Nazi Germany during the Second World War in The Boat.
3 cheers for our gallant U-boat men. Sieg Heil! Sieg Heil!
Their perilous mission to protect German forces from the British fleet.
The place will be crawling with patrol boats. Anything that floats will be on the water.
But dreams of glory quickly fade as the harsh reality of war takes its toll.
Do you think we have a chance, sir? Good question.
The Boat is an outstanding foreign film. It earned 6 Academy Award nominations last year, and it's such a realistic war drama that by the end, you almost feel like a member of the U-boat's crew. A beacon from a lighthouse? No, a viewer caution light from HBO. Because The Boat deals with war realistically, the movie contains adult language and violence. The Boat is an engrossing, excellent film. I loved it, and I think you will too. And it premieres on HBO November 26th. And here's something interesting. To help create an intense mood, the cameraman for The Boat, carrying a handheld camera, maneuvered his way through a model submarine dressed in a crash helmet, elbow, and knee pads. So in this film, you may find yourself applauding some of the extraordinary camera work. One thing that's definitely not a sleeper is climbing into the boxing ring with Hector Macho Camacho. Friday night's Fight Night on HBO, and on Friday, November 18th, Hector Macho Camacho defends his WBC Super Featherweight title against Rafael Solis in a live HB-only sports presentation. Join the HBO sports boxing team of Barry Tompkins, Larry Merchant, and Sugar Ray Leonard at ringside on November 18th.
I'll be here on November 18th to knock out Rafael Solis. Don't miss it and don't blink your eye, because I'm the Macho Man.
Of course, HBO Sports doesn't stop with boxing, because every Thursday in November, Len Dawson and Nick Bonaconti are back inside the NFL. They'll have weekly highlights of every game, plus expert studio commentary, analysis, predictions, special features, and guests. And on November 23rd, you can catch America's top male gymnasts in the 1983 Caesars Palace Invitational. In this HBO exclusive, members of the U.S. national team will be previewing many of the routines you'll see in the 1984 Olympics. Now here's a sport if I ever saw one, Benny Hill. He's back with his 4th HBO special, the all-new, unexpurgated Benny Hill. Sketches and songs, songs and sketches, sketches and sketches.
I don't care if the children don't like you. You've still got to go to school. Because you're...
Benny's business is pretty bawdy stuff. So it's not always kid stuff. Keep it in mind, November 19th. If specials, sports, concerts, and movies aren't quite enough for you, there are always our exclusive HBO series, like The Hitchhiker.
Hey! Sorry, I guess I should look where I'm going. I'd like to give you a lift, but I'm turning at the next light.
The Hitchhiker, Identity Unknown, Destination, the world of the supernatural. And whenever he appears, strange things start to happen.
You see, whatever happens to the figurines, it happens to me.
Yep, that's strange, all right. This month, you can catch 2 chilling episodes of this new show, Shattered Vows and When Morning Comes. The Hitchhiker contains nudity and violence, so it's strictly adults-only entertainment. But if you're an adult, you can see it on HBO beginning November 23rd.
From the mountains to the sea, from the suburbs to the slums, from all across America, good evening.
If their version of the news gets you down, try our version of the news in our HBO series, Not Necessarily the News. It'll appeal to your intellect.
I still can't figure what they're selling. Can you?
It'll appeal to your sense of honor.
I don't worry about his happy.
It'll appeal to your humanity.
You got it done.
It'll appeal to your animal instincts.
We're still the best entertainers in the whole world. So don't miss out.
We won't. Not Necessarily the News, November 12th. When you want news you can really use, tune into the latest edition of HBO's award-winning Consumer Reports series. And this month, Consumer Reports presents the Holiday Special, a buying guide to help you get all the facts about holiday savings and safety. Produced in cooperation with Consumer Reports magazine, this show will give you inside advice on video games and video recorders, best bets on buying toys for kids, and what to buy for your favorite adult. It's a half hour of buying tips you can't afford to miss. Consumer Reports presents the Holiday Special. It premieres on HBO November 13th. You know, HBO series aren't just for adults. Honestly. Because every Monday in November, HBO will bring you a different episode of everyone's favorite HBO series, Fraggle Rock. That's right. Gobo, Red, Moki, Boober, Wembley, Doc, and Sprocket, the whole gang. They're back with more adventures and more fun every Monday in November, only on HBO. So
enjoy it, relax, go with the flow.
As always, family programming includes specials, too. In Do Me a Favor, Don't Vote for My Mom, a 12-year-old boy confronts the problems of living in the public eye when his mother runs for state senate. And from the Minneapolis Children's Theater Company comes the classic tale of Puss in Boots. Perfect entertainment for the whole family. Now you've heard our lineup, but that's not all. There are many more shows you can see this month on HBO. Here to tell you what else is cooking this month is our gourmet in residence, Chef Tall.
Hello, hi, how are you? You know, Dan, everybody, when they make Thanksgiving birds, they put in pepper, powder, celery, some seasoning, little bit white wine. For today, I tell you what we stuff in HBO Thanksgiving bird. Now, for many of you, this may be first time you cook HBO bird.
The first time?
It's easy, I show you. First, get yourself off to Flying Start, just like Chef Tall. Find something to drink.
Dom Perignon.
That's nice, maybe a little too expensive, try domestic. Now, very important, you want to add some HBO spices to give birds some punch.
Go for it.
Start with some good ingredients, put in some good atmosphere, put in some adventure, a pinch of mystery, a dash of excitement, a touch of drama. That's good, that's nice.
Been having some stomach problems.
Okay, enough with the dashes and pinches. Your bird's gotta base survive. So, clean up the kitchen.
We don't have to be that neat.
Check on your guests, make sure they're comfortable. Put on some music, some oompa, anything you got here is okay. Get ready to set the table. No, not everyday china, get rid of that. Okay, now you're ready to cook the bird. I tell you, you can really cook with HBO's specials here. Set your timer for a couple hours. Pop the bird in the oven and cook it up really good. Little while later, give it a peek, give it a poke. Watch those flames. Do you like the bird?
Yes! I like it.
Congratulations, you got a beautiful bird and you got a good month of HBO shows. I see you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Chef Tall. Very nice. All right, now to recap the HBO November lineup. You got your steno pad ready? Sure you do. On November 1st, An Officer and a Gentleman premieres on HBO. The jury is in on The Verdict on November 2nd. And Pat Benatar heats up the night of November 5th. Consumer Reports presents their holiday special on November 13th. Also on November 13th, you get to see Honky Tonk Man. And on November 18th, live, the HBO-only sports presentation of the Camacho Solis title fight. See Still of the Night on November 20th and Right of Way on November 21st. And don't forget, The Boat surfaces on November 26th. And on November 27th, Barbara Mandrell in concert in The Lady is a Champ. That's it for this month. We'll see you next time. I'm Dan Ingram.
Okay, Dan, that's a wrap.
Hey, guys, listen, I've been thinking about this since last month, and I'd really like to be on camera just once. I mean, who'd it hurt? So how about if right now, while the credits are rolling, you just point the camera at me and turn it on?
Oh, I don't know, Dan.
It wouldn't have to be for very long, 15 seconds, 10 seconds. Oh, okay, 5 seconds, and it'll just be my profile.
All right, all right.
Really? Grand!
Phil, get camera one ready. Now, Dan, after I say, okay, we're ready and rolling tape, I want you to smile because you'll be on the air.
Okay, we're ready and rolling tape. Got it.
Quiet, everybody. Okay, we're ready and...
A young man's death leads his parents on a nightmare of bureaucratic red tape. Stay tuned as they unravel the secret behind the killing of Randy Webster.
They were friends, competitors, comrades. They were the best and bravest of a generation, fighting a war that was never theirs to begin with, fighting a battle they could never win. Without victory, there can be no glory. And there was no glory at Gallipoli. Tomorrow on HBO.
In the autumn of 1897, only direction north was the Yukon. And going that way was a writer fella named Jack London. He sailed into Alaska with one ambition, to leave carrying his own weight in gold. But there was plenty of obstacles.
It's all part of the fun. There'll be 9 of them face down in the mud before we get out of this town tonight.
Like Soapy Smith, who took what he wanted and kept it. There were the gamblers to fleece the witless. And the enterprising ladies come north for a little prospecting of their own. And keeping the peace throughout was Superintendent Sam Steele of the Mounties.
He's put down rebellions. He's kept Sitting Bull sitting.
Some were persuaded to quit. But London was a hardy fella and crossed those majestic mountains and braved those swirling rapids for the fortune to be grabbed from that wilderness, if he could keep it. Angie Dickinson, Rod Steiger, Lorne Greene, Klondike Fever. It seemed like the whole world had gone mad.